Saturday night's episode of Orphan Black was exceptionally emotional and a wonderful episode for Felix, as well as all the Sestras who showed up for his art party. And it was obviously a big episode for Mrs. S as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start there. Did you see that coming? Because I sure didn't until just before it happened.
I didn't see it coming, and obviously a little earlier we saw the death of Gracie. So
Yeah.
you know, often in a show they'll only, she's a main-ish character. Like, significant character,
Yeah.
so I didn't think they would then kill off one of the inarguably main characters on the show, Mrs. S. But as I said right after the episode aired on Saturday, I thought they handled it perfectly. The music stopped, they freeze-framed on her for a second.
Yeah.
Love that she outlived Felix by a few seconds, obviously. Yeah. Sorry, not Felix, Ferdinand.
Yeah.
I think Ferdinand, obviously the big betrayal for him was being double-crossed by Rachel. But I thought they handled the death of S very well, and shout out to Maria Doyle Kennedy.
Yeah.
Always amazing acting throughout the series.
Great that she was able to fulfill her prophecy of shooting him in the neck, at least.
Yeah, that's a good point. What else on the episode jumped out at you? Because we were talking a bit before we started shooting about all the poignant moments. I mentioned the one between Cosima and Delphine, her breaking down after they send the stuff.
Yeah.
Felix's speech, though, that was huge. Yeah. To my galaxy of women, I loved the way he put it.
Yeah, the whole party sequence at first did feel a little bit like, what's going on here? Felix returned, and now suddenly the episode's about him. But it all kind of felt appropriate, because ultimately what you've got to do with 2 episodes left is kind of bring everybody together, show a bit of levity. And we certainly got that with that moment with Cosima and Delphine actually hitting send and putting that information public.
Yes.
I have a bit of a fear in the pit of my stomach that somehow someone's blocked that from actually going out.
Oh, you don't think it's gonna get out?
I think that they have that moment of joy, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone somehow has sabotaged that in some way. I'm sorry to steal that joy from you so quickly.
Please
but
be
is this
wrong.
a show that ever delivers on like joy for long? You get those moments and then it goes away. There was a little joyous moment for me in that my friend Leslie had a little cameo in the party. She came in and she was Felix's friend. It was cool.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Well, I hope you're wrong about that. I really loved his speech. I also loved another poignant moment. Art and I think it was Sarah seeing one of the paintings, which was
Beth,
child's. That was amazing. All the stuff being reminded that Ferdinand is also the man who killed MK. The way that Sarah couldn't forgive him. I'm glad Ferdinand died in the end. He was a pretty unredeemul character, even if he was working with the Sestras.
Yeah, although James Frain, fantastic actor. Sad to see.
Because you love to hate him.
Yeah, he was so good at doing that. But other uplifting moments, Cosima dancing on what was obviously a painting of Rachel, like stomping on her face. Like claiming that victory in that big way.
What do you think, though, that now Rachel is kind of back in the fold? She does say goodbye to S, so I don't know if we're going to see her with the sisters again, but she is...
Well, in that little look ahead, it seems like they're going to be confronting her anyway.
Well, I guess so, right. Yeah, but is she redeemed at this point? Is she redeemable?
It's not, you know, redemption's it's like forgiveness and redemption, they're tangentially connected, but are you redeemed, or are you forgiven and just like sort of exiled and sent off on your own? Does she need more punishment than she has?
I don't know.
She's kind of come full circle, so.
I think it's that they have to work with her, or they had to work with her to get this information out.
Yeah.
They're gonna part ways. But I do like the idea of them all like hanging out at a resort at the end or something. I don't know. Maybe
that was Rachel.
That was Rachel. Yeah, you're right. All right, as always, please join us for the next episode of Orphan Black. That is Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on Space.